In today's lesson, we will learn how to convert between rectangular and polar and rectangular. So let's start with number 1, y equals 5x squared. Keep in mind that x is equal to r cosine theta and y is equal to r sine theta, and x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So keep these in mind. How can I try to change these into something that I know about the polar, so I would be able to change the rectangular to polar? What can I write y as? R sine theta. And what can I write x squared as? So x is r cosine theta. So if you square that, that will give you x to the power 2. Now, r sine theta is equal to 5 r squared cosine squared theta. For me to write the polar equation, I have to write it in the form of r equals. So basically what you're trying to do is to solve for the r to be able to write it as a polar equation. Just like the rectangular is y equals, the polar is r equals. So after you change y to r sine theta and x to r cosine theta, move everything to one side of the equation, factor r, so you can write the equations as r equals, okay? So let's move everything to one side of the equation. Now, this is equal to 0 now since I moved everything to one side of the equation. Can I factor something out? I can factor r out, so sine theta minus 5r cosine squared theta is equal to 0. Since this is an equation equal to 0, I'm going to set each part of this equation equal to 0. So r equals to 0 would be my first equation, and the other one, sine theta minus 5r cosine squared theta is equal to 0. Do you see an r? Isolate the r and solve for r so you can get your second equation. So then sine of theta is equal to 5r cosine squared theta. To get r by itself, you are dividing both sides by 5 cosine squared theta. So that's going to be sine theta over 5 cosine squared theta. Let's go ahead and fix this. So cosine squared on the bottom is like cosine and cosine. So this is going to be like 1 over 5 sine theta over cosine theta and 1 over cosine theta. Do you see that? So you need to remember some of your identities. So cosine squared is like cosine times cosine. So you can take sine over cosine to be what? So 1 over 5 tangent theta. And what is 1 over cosine? Secant theta. So I just found my two equations. The first one is r equal to 0, and the second one is r equals 1 over 5 tangent theta secant theta. In number 2, x squared plus y squared minus 7x equal to 0. Now, isn't x squared plus y squared r squared? So x squared plus y squared is r squared. It's better than writing it as r squared cosine squared theta. Let me show you. If you wrote x squared as r squared cosine squared theta and y squared as r squared sine squared theta, if you actually factor out r squared, you will get cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta, which is 1. So instead of having to do all of that, you can simply say x squared plus y squared equals r squared. But again, it's not wrong because at the end you're going to get exactly the same answer, but it will take you more work. X is r cosine theta. Again, when we change to polar, we're trying to write the equation in the form of r equals. So let's factor. So r and then r minus 7 cosine theta. Set each factor equal to 0. So r equals 0, and the second one would be r equals 7 cosine theta. In here, let's go ahead and start by multiplying by 3 to get rid of the denominator. So what does that give you? X squared is equal to y squared plus 27. Okay? So what can I do over here? Move the y squared over. What can I write x squared as? R squared cosine squared theta minus y squared can be written as r squared sine squared theta is equal to Negative, is it negative? No, I didn't move it, so it's 27. So can I factor out an r squared in this case? So r squared would give you cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. The reason why I thought of keeping 27 on the other side, because 27 did not have an r, so I wasn't able to move everything to one side of the equation and factor r out of it, because 27 is not multiplied by r. So I thought of keeping it on the right side so I can maybe divide by whatever I have factored. So r squared, what can I write cosine squared minus sine squared theta is? Isn't that one of the identities? So that's the cosine 2 theta is equal to 27. So divide both sides by cosine of 2 theta. Because you have a fraction and you have a variable on the bottom, remember you have to do domain restrictions, okay? But let's go ahead and square root both sides. What's the square root of 27? 3 root 3 over square root of cosine 2 theta. Again, remember that cosine 2 theta has to be not equal to 0. It cannot be equal to 0. So what does that mean? When is cosine equal to 0? When the angle is pi over 2 or 3 pi over 2. They didn't specify, so I'm going to write plus k pi. So pi over 2 plus k pi. Now divide both sides by 2. So what does that give you? Pi over 4 plus k pi over 2. So remember, it is this with a domain restriction. So if you do have a variable on the bottom of a fraction, you have to remember to take a domain restriction. Now we are going to convert between polar equations and rectangular equations. Before we do that, you need to remember that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, and theta is equal to the inverse tangent of y over x. So if we start with the first equation, r equals 25 cosine theta. Remember, to change to rectangular, that means you have to set the equation in terms of y equals something, y in terms of x. So first of all, this is r. So what can I write instead of r? Square root of x squared plus y squared, right? But here, do I have r cosine theta to change that to x? So it's better then to multiply the whole equation by r. What is r times r?
R squared.
And then 25 cosine theta will be 25 r cosine theta. So see how I'm prepping my equation for r cosine theta. What can I replace r cosine theta by? X. So r cosine theta is your x. And then what can I replace r squared by? X squared plus y squared. So sometimes you can write r as the square root of x squared plus y squared if I had an r over here. But since I didn't have an r here, so it's better to multiply the whole equation by r, so I can get my r cosine theta, which is x, and r squared, which is x squared plus y squared. So now let's move everything to one side of the equation. What equation is this? Do you see how b is not equal, is where b is equal to 0, and a is equal to c? So what is that? Think of conics. It's a circle. Do you remember this? So that is an equation of a circle. In number 2, theta equals 45 degrees. Now what have you learned when we sketched? This is an equation of a line that goes through the origin and along the angle 45 degrees, like y. Does this make sense? So we're going to change it into a rectangular equation. Hopefully this way you can really understand why it was a line. What is theta? Inverse tangent of y over x is equal to 45 degrees. So remember the rules. R squared equals x squared plus y squared. X equals r cosine theta. Y is r sine theta. And theta is inverse tangent of y over x. Now, how do I get rid of the inverse tangent? I put tangent on both sides. So tangent. What happens with tangent and inverse tangent? Cancel each other, so you have y over x. And what is the tangent of 45 degrees? 1. Cross multiply or multiply both sides by x. What does that give you? Which is a line that goes through the origin. That is the 45-degree angle. Does that make sense? Do you see it now? Changing from polar to rectangular will help you understand those graphs better. Now r equals 9, when we graph this, what did we learn r equals 9? A circle having a radius of 9 and having a center at the origin. So what do you think we need to do in order to change this to rectangular?
Multiply by r to both sides.
Or we square both sides. Square both sides. So what does that give you? R squared is equal to 81. So what is r squared? X squared plus y squared is equal to 81. Isn't this an equation of a circle where the center is what? The origin 0, 0, and the radius is 9. So you see how when we change it to rectangular, it makes more sense to us? Over here, let's go ahead and multiply both sides by 1 plus 4 cosine theta. So what do I get? R times 1 plus 4 cosine theta is equal to 2. So what do I have? R plus 4r cosine theta is equal to 2. So do you see how I have the r cosine theta? What is that? X. So I don't really need to multiply by r because I have my r cosine theta. So what do I replace r by? The square root of x squared plus y squared. Plus, what is r cosine theta? X. And then is equal to 2. Now, I don't really need to keep it like that because you'll see most of those, when you change them, you're going to get a hyperbola equation or a ellipse equation or circle equation. So this does not look like an ellipse. So let's fix it. Move the 4x to the other side. Now, how do I get rid? So basically, I'm trying to get rid of the square root. That's why I moved 4x to the other side. Now, let's go ahead and square both sides. So what do we get if we square both sides? X squared plus y squared, so the square root will go away. Now if you square this, remember this is in the form of a minus b to the power 2. So when you distribute that, that's going to be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Or you can write it out twice and FOIL it. So 2 squared, that's going to be 4. And then negative 2ab, so that's going to be 2 times 2, which is 4, times 4x, that's going to be negative 16x. And then plus b squared, which is 16x squared. So now if I move everything to one side of the equation, so if you subtract x squared, that's going to give you 15x squared minus 16x minus y squared plus 4. So you see how a and c have opposite signs. So this is going to be a hyperbola. So hyperbola because a and c have opposite signs. So in this video, we converted between polar and rectangular equations.